Hey, what's up, everybody? I just wanted to share a quick video with you. Kind of went over and watching some of Deja's strategies and how she marks up her charts. I just wanted to do a quick video about how to do it, so it doesn't you don't have to watch a whole full session. It just kind of gives you an idea of where to mark and what to do. So let's get started. So, all right, share my screen. All right, so here I'm just picking Euro USD. I removed all mine, so I'll just quickly run through exactly what you need to mark up to look at it. So it's a Saturday now, so this market's not going to move, but I'm still just want to show you the markups. So you start out on the monthly. I'm down to the monthly here. So what you first want to do is look for the 2020, last year's yearly high and yearly low. So you'll see on this, it'll show you September, August, July, and kind of look for the lowest low. So it looks like March of last year was the lowest low. So you can come over to the side, click the little arrow, it says trend line tools, and you want to do a horizontal ray. Now you'll notice Alt H is the horizontal line. We'll do the horizontal line. You'll notice Alt H is kind of the easier shortcut for it. So you actually can either click over here and then come on the screen and click. Try to get as close to the end of that wick as possible. Or you can click Alt H. So once you do that, you would right click on the line, come down to settings, and type in here 2020 low. Okay. Same thing for 2020 high. So you look, okay, there's December. Now this candle's higher, but that's January, so that wouldn't work. So you come to the top of this, click Alt H, there's your red line, right click, settings, 2020 high. All right. So then you want to go to the monthly high. So you'd stay on the monthly candles, or excuse me, the last month. You stay on the monthly candles. You would come to the last month, which is March. You would find the March high, Alt H, and you can go ahead and do the March low, Alt H, and then you come back right click, March high. And these are all just important levels to watch for the price action of as it goes up and down. If it gets up to where it's coming to a March high, working its way up to a March high, there's a good chance there's going to be a reversal at that high. So we just look at these levels individually, the yearly, the monthly, the daily, and then the 4-hour to kind of get an idea of how that price might move in certain areas according to the previous movement. So you've got your 2020 high, March low, and the 2020 low. So from here you go to the 1-day candles. You want to look at yesterday. Okay, like I said, it's a Saturday, so whatever, but I'm just going to mark this up. So there's 2 markups you're going to do on the daily. You want to do one here for the daily low. You want to do one here for the daily high. And then you want to do the daily open and daily close. Okay, so let's mark those up. Settings, that is the daily low. That's the lowest price it went to for that day. This one here is the daily high, the highest price it went to that day. And sometimes I put yesterday high, yesterday low, but and of course each day you will have to come in and change the daily ones, because the next day you'll go from here to here plus the wicks or whatever. So you would change this one on the daily. The month you would only have to change it when it becomes May. You would come back and mark up for April. And then, of course, the year, you'd wait till 2020 to mark up 2021. So those don't have to move very much, but the daily you have to move every day. And then, of course, the 4-hour you move every time it's a new 4-hour candle. So this is the daily close. And you know that because this is where it switches over to the other candle, and then it starts to run back up. And the daily open is where it was from yesterday, where it moved over into this candle. So settings, daily open. Okay, so you've got those levels. So now you go into the 4-hour candles. All right, from here, you would mark up, you from here we use raids. It's a different color. And it kind of gives you, instead of going all the way across the line, it gives you just from that point, on. So you come over here to the trend line tools, you click horizontal ray. You would come to the yesterday's wick, the yesterday low, and you would put a ray there. And then you come back over here and click it again. There's not a shortcut for this one, so you just have to go click it every time, and then you put it there. Okay. Now this actually may not be a good pair because you see price went up. So, but from here, if I was about to trade this, I would mark those up. And then I would come in to the 5 minute. And again, this is not a good example because it kind of goes up, but you'll notice what happens at the 4 hour here in these things. The first movement comes down and perfectly tests off that line and then goes back up. That first movement into one of these two lines is usually a good trade setup, according to Deja, or the strategies or the videos I've been watching. So, but a lot of times the price will kind of come to here and test, and then it'll actually come back down and maybe give you another one here. So, and then sometimes it'll come up to here and then it'll come back down, and then it'll come back up and test it again and then go down. So usually in a 4 hour period of time, you get multiple candles that are going to come test these zones. Now, of course, you have to look at currency strength meter and, of course, RSI, stochastic, you have cash trap. That's another indicator you can use. So this is just another thing to kind of show you that a lot of times the history of things will show you exactly what's going on. And actually, you'll notice here the daily high from yesterday, it actually, got a few, you might have taken one there and then it ran up. So these zones kind of give you support and resistance too. And then even if you go back out to daily high and low, if it gets to those zones, it could be potential to take a trade. So anyway, that's basically what you do. Quick recap, go to the 1 month. Oops, excuse me, let me get in. It looks all crazy now, but 2020 low, which was March. You see down at the bottom, it says March 20, and then 2020 high from December. And then you go into March and you do the March high from the wick, March low from the wick. Then you come into the daily. From the daily, you're going to do the daily high, which is the wick, and the daily low, which is the wick, and then the daily start, which is the body, and the daily close, which is the body. Then from there, you go into the 4 hours. You mark up the last 4 hours, and then you can go into the 5 minutes, see the price action in that zone. Now, when you're going through your pairs to figure these out, you can just look at the 4 hour candles real quick and see if there's even worth marking up these zones. Because right here, I can tell, okay, this is my last 4 hours. You see the price was up here. It's not in that zone. I wouldn't even trade this. So when I'm going through, I start with my 4 hours, and you can just click through and see, okay, there's the 4 hour candle here. Price is way below that, so I wouldn't trade that. USD JPY, you put your ray here, and also after you've marked it up once, you actually can just click a previous ray and put it there, from another time or something. Once just move them around, it's a lot easier than going back over here. But you see, I can look at this and see, okay, here's the high and here's the low, and we're still within that candle. So if I come over here to the ray, and I click that there, and then I go into the 5 minute, you will see some price action here. So it came up, tested, boom, came back down, and then of course, if the market was still open, there's a potential that could come back down, potential that could come back up and retouch these lines again. That's not always perfect. She uses this as just another indicator to see the previous price action within a 4 hour period of time previously to when you would actually be trading. So anyway, I'm gonna get this video out. If you have any questions, reach out to me. I hope this was helpful. Just a quick video to kind of teach y'all exactly how to just mark up those charts. So, all right. God bless everybody.